Hello, hello, hello. Today must be Tuesday, and it must be time for the Ask Dr. Ron Facebook Live broadcast. And you are in the right place at the right time. And I tell you, I'm so excited about today. I've got my good friend in broadcasting coming on with me today, Miss Wanda Carter from Chicago News Communicator, and that's an affiliate of the Ask Dr. Ron show. And we're going to be chopping it up a little bit today. Originally, we were supposed to have uh, Mr. Regan Fellows, another correspondent, but he had some technical difficulties and he's not able to make it. So that's quite all right. We're going to continue on because the news does not stop. And we're always going to keep on doing what we got to do in order to make things happen. So I am so glad that Ms. Wanda was available to participate in the show today. And I'm so excited because we're going to have an interesting conversation. So I'm going to go ahead on and get my shout outs out the way, my announcements that I normally make at the start of each and every show. And then we're going to get to her. So, first of all, I want to give a shout out to each and every healthcare worker that's out there on the front line. I know everybody knows by now that Corona is still outrageously going all over the place, killing people and hurting people and making it difficult for people to be able to enjoy life on many different levels. But our healthcare workers are keeping our families alive. And I like to give them a shout out each and every time because when you do that, it lets them know that somebody is praying for them. And I appreciate everything that they are doing. They got a hard job to do. There's no question about it. They have a very hard job to do. And I'm excited to be able to shout them out. I wear this shirt that you see me wear each and every broadcast because I'm in solidarity to all of the healthcare workers out there on the front line. I wear this each and every show because I'm in solidarity with them. And I want them to know that I am thinking about them and I support what they do. And I'm giving them a shout out each and every show. Okay. So I am so excited to be able to do this on each and every show. So I also want to give a shout out to all of our pastors. Our pastors, they're also on the front line praying for us and giving us what God has given them. And I tell you, they have a hard job. So I encourage you to pray for your pastors. Keep them lifted up in prayer because they need prayer at a time like this. I give a special shout out to Apostle Lloyd Michael Hunt, who is my mentor on each and every broadcast because he has been there during this entire pandemic, the entire time. He has been there every day, bringing a message, bringing a word of encouragement. So I'd like to give him a shout out. If you're not familiar who Dr. Hunt is, scroll down on my Facebook Live feed right where you are right now. Just scroll down and you will get an opportunity to see some of his messages, some of his words of inspiration. Check him out. He's got some positive things that he can share with you, and I'm sure you will enjoy some of the things that he's been talking about. All right, last but not least, I'd like to give a shout out to all the people that have lost loved ones during this pandemic. This pandemic has been extremely hard for people that have lost loved ones because you can't say goodbye to people like you would like to. Okay. And because you can't say goodbye to people like you want, it's very difficult. right now to really get over the fact that you have lost someone. So I like to encourage people to just keep them alive in your heart. Keep them, keep them alive in your heart so that way that they'll never be far from you. Okay. So if you keep your loved ones alive in your heart, they'll always be with you. So just it's hard enough as it is, but just keep them alive in your heart. And then maybe someday you can give them the celebration that you would like to give them. Okay. So now I would like to go over to my website. So the first thing that you're going to hear is my theme song. And then after that, we're going to talk about some of the advertisers that are on my show. All right. Thank you very much. Just stand by.
Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Whatever you're feeling, he will give you healing, he'll inform you. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Entertaining news, political issues, local and globally.
Well, I want to invite everyone to go over to ask-dr-ron.com. And when you get over there, I want you to browse around, take a look at all of the information that we have on the website. And we want you to scroll down to the place where it says advertising. When you get there, you'll run across many of tabs of people that are advertisers with this that help make this broadcast possible. The first one that we have to talk about is Prince Hunter Financial Group. If you're interested in learning and finding out about how to trade the Forex market, how to learn how to do the stock market, reach out to them at the Prince Hunter Group and tell them you would like to have your free lessons. He is offering free lessons to anyone that contacts him and tells them that you want to learn about the financial market. The Prince Hunter Group will be able to tell you and give you free lessons. I can't emphasize free lessons enough. So reach out to them and tell them you're interested in learning, and you can go from there. Okay. Also, we have RRJ Web. Mr. Ralph Jenkins, I've been working with him for many, many years now. Mr. Jenkins offers up the opportunity to bring your thoughts and products to the World Wide Web. If you have a concept or an idea and you want to bring it to the World Wide Web, he can help you do it. He will help develop your website. He will also host it. He will also do maintenance for it. So even if you have a website that's broken and needs to be fixed, reach out to Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins is the person that can help you with a broke website. And a lot of times that happens because people overseas have a lot of free time and they attack our websites. Okay. And when they attack our websites, then we got to find a way to fix them. Okay. So RRJ Webb, click on the link right here. It'll take you right to his website, and you can reach out to him, and he will help you figure out how to get your idea on the World Wide Web. Also, we have Chief Nomo's Oasis. Chief Nomos travels to the west coast of Africa, Ghana, and he brings back moringa seeds, oils, clothing, soaps, all sorts of products and goods from the west coast of Africa. He also does consultations, try to help you become healed. Okay. He also talks about alkaline water and the benefits thereof. So reach out to Chief Nomo. Same thing, click on the banner. It'll take you right over to his website, and he'll be more than happy to set up a consultation with you that will help you get your health in good shape. Also, we have a National Block Club University. Now, National Block Club University, Mr. Cyron Smith has been working all over the country, trying to make it safe for our children, trying to make it safe for our seniors, as well as families, block by block. Reach out to Cyron Smith. All you have to do is click on the banner. It'll take you right over to his website, and you'll be able to talk to him about what you can do to make things better on your block and in your neighborhood. Okay. And last but not least, Port Again Sam. I've been working with Sam for over 15 years. He brings in the best wine and spirits from all over the world. If you like sweet wine, dry wine, semi-sweet, he has it all. You can reach out to Sam, click on the banner, it'll take you right to his website. You can see what he has available. Now, the good thing about Sam's stuff, you will not be able to find anything that you get from him anywhere else in the world. Okay? Anywhere else in the country. He has exclusive rights to it. If you don't get it from him, you won't be able to get it anyplace else. So, Sam, Port Again Sam, click on the banner, set up a wine tasting, and you'll be able to reach out to him and find some wine that was, oh my God, it is just outstanding. That's all I can say about it. And cognac. If you like cognac, he's got some of the best from all over the world. All right, these are our advertisers. Please go over to ask-dr-ron.com. Check out all of our advertisers. If you're interested in knowing about Cash Crowdfund, you can click on the tab. It'll explain everything to you. If you're interested about any of becoming a vendor on any of our shows, reach out to us. We will be more than happy to talk to you about becoming a vendor. We also have a YouTube channel. Go over to our YouTube channel. You can listen to the shows live on YouTube as well as they are here on Facebook. You can like and share, fill out the contact card. Let us know who you are. Let us know you've been dropping in, checking us out, and you're interested in communicating with us and getting all the updated information. All right, so today we have our guest that has been on the show before, and is also an affiliate. I know you saw a little while ago, Chicago Communicator News Media. We are an affiliate with them, and Miss Wanda is coming on to be with us today. Unfortunately, she has issues with her camera, but she's joining us, and I'm glad to have her on the show. We should be able to hear her shortly. Welcome to the show, Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda.
Well, welcome and thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, Dr. Ford.
Oh, okay. All right.
How are you?
I am doing fine. I am doing fine. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
This is a beautiful day. It's a nice time. I think I know Corona is out there, but when you go outside, the sun just makes you feel so great and beautiful. So that was my day today. I just got to go out and ride around.
Is that why you
And
had? Is that why you hiding from us?
yeah, yeah, I didn't get a chance to come and get myself together to appear.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, thank you for inviting me. And I don't know. I'm sorry Reuben couldn't make it. I know he's gonna do all he can to get his equipment together because he loves sharing information.
Always, always.
Always.
He's always got some good stuff to come on, and he's also an affiliate of CC News Media as well.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You
And
know, so I know
uh,
we've all done shows together on your network,
yes.
usually on Wednesdays. You know, you do your recording. Actually,
Yes.
you're not live, are you?
No, it's recorded on Wednesdays at 6, from 6 to 7. We're recording, and then within 24 hours, I'll have it posted to all of our social media websites. And so I do that because I like to add the little extra touch, the lower thirds, and whatever else I might want to do. So I'm an editor, and that's where my creativity comes out.
Now, let's talk about CC News Media because I know every time we come on, I talk about you all the time,
Thank you,
and
sir.
and I want to make sure people have a really good idea of who you are and what's going on with the CC News Media organization. Now, if I correct, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have media outlets all over the place
Hmm.
within the
We have a
Chicagoland area,
yes.
and they all correspond with you, and you host them all. Is that correct?
That's correct. And so, what I'm going to be doing in the very near future is each of the representatives, they each have their own business. They are co collaborators with me and the Chicago Communicator News Media, just as you are. And so, everybody's doing their own thing, and we're all in media. And so, I think I'm going to be working towards hosting a different segment every day. I'm working on that, and as I get it closer to the broadcast date, I'll let folks know. But yes, and it'll be a different type of show every day.
Okay. So what do you mean? Like you're gonna have sports on Sunday,
Yes,
entertainment on Monday, something like that?
exactly. Yes, and it may not be those categories, but yes,
Okay.
because I'll have different media representatives that want to share different categories of information. And so that particular broadcast for that day will be focused on that information. And so pretty soon we'll be a 7 day piece, and we'll be, because of the internet, we will be global. We'll have that global reach, and that's a great thing.
Okay.
I have a brother that's in Washington, and I'm going to see if I can get him to kind of give us a weekly update on what's going on in that area of the globe. And I have a sister in Florida, and see if I can get her to give us an update, etc., etc. Those kind of inputs is what I'm going to be working towards.
Mm-hmm. Now you know what's going on in Washington. Trump don't want to give up the White House.
No,
uh
Trump say he is the president until they put him out in January. That's what he said.
huh. Yeah. Yeah. His boy jumped on him today talking about we have found no evidence of
I saw
foul
that.
play. No,
Yes.
all them accusations that number 45 have made, we have found no evidence in none of the places that he pointed it out. So, hey, he's up the creek without a paddle at this point.
Bar, yes, a bar appoints Don Drummond as special counsel investigating 2016 presidential campaign investigators. Uh,
Hmm.
so it's a lot going on. Trump associates, including Grogana, I can't even pronounce this man's name, Giuliana, are asking for pardons. He's
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to get pardoned before he leaves the White House.
Yeah, well, he got at least a good 2 months to get it in, because I mean, right now he ain't got nothing else left but that. Okay, he gonna pardon everybody he know, and then he gonna try and get out the country before somebody grab hold to him. You know, because I know they're waiting on him. I know the state of New York is waiting on him.
You
Okay.
think so? You think
Oh
so?
yeah,
You think so?
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-mm.
They have been patiently waiting, a very long time for him to come out of office so that they can do what they got to do, you know.
Hey,
And it's and I don't blame them. Hey, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. That's what they
oh,
used to say back in the days, didn't they? You
they
know,
said that.
Yep.
They said
That was
that.
one of the things that they used to talk about. Oh, you think you got away with something? You ain't got away with nothing. They just been waiting on their opportunity to
To jump.
capitalize. Right.
Yeah.
You know, gotcha. Now we
There
gotcha.
you go.
Where you
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go? Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
they say it's 13 million plus U.S. COVID cases. 13 million.
Mm-hmm.
States requiring masks. Now, let me ask you something. Somebody said something to me today. Um, who was it? I was speaking to someone in one of the stores, and just I'm a reporter, so I'm always talking to people and always trying to get their opinions. And I just asked the young lady working at the counter. I said, "So how does it feel having to wear that mask all day as you work?" She didn't have one of those blue paper masks on. She had a cloth kind of mask on,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, well, I can tell you it's very uncomfortable, and sometimes I have to pull it down below my nose because I just can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that sometimes she has to go in the bathroom and take it off because it irritates her face around her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, when you're doing something for long periods of time like that, you have to take a break. You have to
Mm-hmm.
take a break and take that mask off so you can breathe some fresh air and give your face a chance to, you know, be without that mask. So, your pores can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the point is, there are a lot of different opinions. She was saying she didn't know that. Is there a law? She was asking me, is there a law that we have to wear masks? I said, well, your mayor and your governor and the federal government says you have to wear masks because of the coronavirus. She said, yeah, I know, but is there a law? If I don't wear it, can they arrest me? I don't know. That's a question. You know the answer?
Um, there is no law per se that says you have to wear a mask while in public. What it is a professional courtesy that they're asking people to abide by.
Yeah.
Unlike in every state, there is a seatbelt law that is
Okay.
required that you have to wear a seatbelt if you are moving in a moving vehicle in that state.
Right.
So it's a courtesy that they're asking people to do this to try and keep down the spread of this disease. Now, I know that since you brought it up, as an employee, if she was an employee of Walmart and she pulled her mask down in a public place in Walmart, they would send her home instantly.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I was in Walmart a couple of weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and they have established a policy.
Oh.
So it was two young men standing in the produce section, and they had their their mouthpiece below the chin.
Uh-huh.
And the manager walked by. He went straight over to the manager of that department and said, "Clock them out. They got to go home." You know,
Wow.
so it's non-negotiable. It's nothing that they can, try and say, "Well, we was, ain't no, we was doing nothing." You
Right.
got to go home.
Right. Right.
Because they are so serious about protecting their employees as well as the public.
Yes,
you
yes.
know, and I applaud that because, you know, some people still don't think this thing is serious.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's a terrible way to approach this because there are some people that have died to the
Yes,
tune of 269,192 are dead
yes,
in the United States. And like you
yes,
said, 13,605
yes,
901 cases in the United States. And the
yeah,
cases are
yes.
constantly going up. Like we had like 2,000 a day or 3,000 a day, you
So how
know.
can somebody not believe that this is serious? I don't care that 70 million people voted for Trump. What I care about is, do they realize that he did nothing, or that we know of, to warn the public, the American public, about this horrible virus that was coming to be, and that was going to take out the millions of people that it's taken out? Did he I mean, is there no he has, I don't know, it just seems to me like, when I heard that many people voted for him, I was like, wow, man. So what does that really say? What does that say, Dr. Ford?
Well, part of the problem is this: there's so many people that hang on everything that he says, you know, and they believe that, you know, he's speaking the truth and all the scientists are telling lies.
It,
And that's a very difficult thing, you know, for them to come to grips with, that he could possibly be lying to them.
wow.
And you know, yes, they voted for him to the tune of 70 million people, but he has convinced these people, he pulled the wool over their eyes that,
Yeah.
you know, and the bad thing about Trump is those 269,000 people that have died to this point, he cares little about. He has no feeling for them. He has no compassion for them. He has absolutely nothing for them. Okay?
Wow.
Nothing. Okay? And his attitude is, because he have said this many times before, that we're operating off the opportunity of herd immunity. Okay?
Herd immunity. Now, wait a minute. Define what that means.
Well, the more people that catch it and survive, that's less people that will get it again, so they believe.
Okay.
You know, so it's like,
See, this whole thing is so new. I don't care that they often compare this virus to, polio, to the syphilis, to all the other trials and tribulations and pandemics and epidemics that we've had. But there is no comparison to this pandemic, not in my mind,
mm-hmm,
because it's still going on, and and it is growing at multiple rates, and people are dying around. It's like, yes, it's a global pandemic. People are dying all over the world.
yes, yeah,
So how much
all over the
more
world.
serious can it get?
But that's the thing, see, and then young people, you know, I got to throw them under the bus. Young people believe that they're invincible anyway.
Yeah,
Okay, so they feel like if they catch something, they're gonna survive it. You know, I'm young.
yeah,
You know, they're
yeah,
invincible. You know,
yeah.
but then there are some young people that have died from this as well.
Oh yeah,
And even on the college level,
yeah,
they've had a couple of scenarios where um, people went back to playing college football,
yeah.
and all of a sudden they were in the best of health, no underlying health conditions, and now they're not here anymore. They're gone.
Anymore. They're
You know,
gone.
because you don't really know who this is going to be affected by, and it's going to take them completely out of here.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so you know the smartest thing to do is to not get infected.
Yes.
And then you don't have to guesstimate whether or not you're going to survive it or not.
Exactly.
You just stay out of everybody's way. You wear your mask. I am so blown away here in Chicago today. They were reporting on the news that the superintendent of the Chicago School District says, well, we have done the statistics, and I do not see where the corona is being transferred one to another in our school buildings. So they're talking with the Chicago Teachers Union to see can they work out a plan to try and get teachers back in the building.
Oh,
You know,
well, I mean, okay, so I mean, I guess I've heard people say, well, if the restaurants can serve people in outside capacity, in these outer buildings, and I guess the liquor stores, they're still open, they can serve people. Why can't the kids go to school? Well, I mean,
well, there's so
are the
many.
classrooms going to
Yeah, there's so many
be
things wrong
redesigned?
with that. There's so many things wrong with that. First of all, teachers are very vulnerable from just the regular common flu or the common
Yeah.
cold. Okay. And if you have something as deadly as a corona that they come in contact with, there's no way of knowing whether or not it's going to wipe out their whole family or not.
Right.
Okay. So you're talking about, okay, if a student or a teacher who gets a cold and goes home, 9 times out of 10, that cold is going to spread through that family.
Yeah.
Okay. You got little kids that go to, whatever grade level school they go to. Let one kid in that class have anything. Okay. And the probability that it's gonna go completely through is a very strong probability. Very strong probability. Okay.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now you just don't want to play games with a deadly anything. A deadly virus is just, the wrong kind of risk to take, you
Yeah.
know. And that's why I say, it's not good to even play those games.
Okay.
And generally those decisions are made by the state level,
Yeah.
and they put the guidelines in place for each city to go by. And now they have statistics to say, well, we're not super spreaders in our schools. Okay. Uh, the statistics might say that, but are you willing to take chances with children's lives and their families? Okay.
Right, 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 right.
Because if I had little school age children, I would be homeschooling right now. I would take the responsibility completely out of the hands of the administration. You don't have to worry about my
Your kid.
kids,
Uh-huh.
coming up in your school,
Right,
whether, you got to feed them lunch, or teach them anything. I
right.
got that. Okay.
I got you. I'm just
you
like
know,
you.
look, I can get the chocolate milk just like y'all can get the chocolate milk. Okay. you know, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not sending my children up in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you. I agree.
You know,
I
and
would not send mine either.
and
Cause
then the statistics say, okay, that people of color
yeah.
are getting this and dying in larger numbers than any other nationality. Okay. So, why, if you are a person of color, would you want to take a chance on inviting this bug into your house?
Right, 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 right.
Because
That's
kids
true.
are kids,
Yes, and they touch everything
and they
and
get in
everybody.
everybody's face.
Yeah.
You got one of the little bad boys that then run snot up and down his arm, and then he want to come give you a hug. Oh God! Did you just give me the ptomaine? Okay.
Stop talking about our babies like that.
You know, they
Let me
babies
talk about
though.
this.
They don't know no better. Okay,
They
they
don't. But they,
innocent. They are
yes,
innocent.
but they
Okay.
will give you the they will give you the heebie-jeebies if you don't watch out.
Oh
You get,
Lord,
I'm
look,
telling you, they come right up and give you a big old sloppy kiss.
right
Snot running everywhere. Yes, I know.
everywhere.
Everywhere. Yes, I
And
know.
that's just the cold or the flu. Okay, that's just the cold or the flu. You know
Uh
how many times of starting from October 31st
huh.
all the way up till spring. Okay, because
Okay.
strange enough, kids don't get sick on spring break. Okay, but from Halloween all the way up till spring,
They get
them
sick.
kids get sick, and
That's right.
everybody in the house gets sick. Okay,
Oh,
you know,
ooh.
you you
And
know,
watch out, because here come the infector, and
right.
they will
You
infect you.
know,
Yes, they
and then
will.
they don't even send notices home. You know how when you got little babies in first and second grade, well, they used to put the little safety pin note on your
Oh
T-shirt
yeah,
that send you
yeah,
home on the bus.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you can't read, so you don't know what to say. But but you get home and you read that note, and it say 6 people in the class is sick.
Yeah.
They ain't doing that.
Nope,
They ain't
they're
doing
not.
that. They'll send you a note home, tell your baby been bad today.
Yep, they will.
But they ain't gonna tell you that. We got half a dozen people in here that are sick today. They ain't
Right.
gonna tell
No.
you that.
Nope,
So
they're
now
not.
you got to find out when all the other kids in the house get sick.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
that's what's happening. Okay, the other
Yeah,
kids in the house get sick. Now you know. Okay,
yeah,
you know, and then now you got to stay home anyway
yeah.
because you can't send them nowhere because they can't come back to school. Keep your child at home. They'll tell you
There you
that.
go. Yeah,
Keep
yep,
your
yep,
child at
yep,
home. And now, if you ain't got sick days on your job, now you got to sit at home with these germs and
yep.
some Vicks vapor rub and try to fight it off. And,
Try to get past the little monsters
uh,
that's crawling in your system.
yeah.
Oh yes,
So
I know.
so don't that sound very descriptive? Like I've been there before, right?
Yes, I've been there. I've been there many times, and I know that you've been there. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
It
So
says that that the airlines are getting ready to transport vaccine. See how the airlines are getting ready to transport vaccines. So they're gonna. I don't know. Live updates. It says CDC. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. CDC. What are you guys doing? I just lost my page. Hold, here goes. CDC vaccine advisors to meet again after FDA committee decides on a coronavirus vaccine. So they're gonna, I guess, do their testing and evaluations, and then once the FDA decides on which vaccine is going to go, then the airlines are going to transport this vaccine.
yeah, yeah. The airlines are equipped in their airplanes at the moment with containers that can handle the hot ice and
Okay.
to lower the temperatures down to what they need to lower it down to. Primarily, United is on the front line of equipping their planes in order to be able to do that.
Oh,
FedEx is also one of the services that they're going to be using,
okay.
in order to be able to transport this around the world. Now, they're setting up distribution locations all across the country. I know Detroit, Chicago, to
Yeah.
name a few, are some of the locations that they're going to be using to transport this vaccine to. Now, keep in mind that they have 3 pharmaceutical companies that are manufacturing their version of a vaccine. Okay,
Wow.
okay, and with those 3 versions, none of them have received any approval as of yet. They're both the most that they have been able to boast is that 94 to 95% success ratio with the vaccine of being able to stop the spread. But keep in mind, you're talking about something that they have to take that's supposed to prevent you from getting the coronavirus. But
Uh-huh.
yet they are not, amplifying the fact that we have a treatment plan that can cure the virus once you get the virus. So I
They
think I think it should be twofold. Myself personally, I think that even if you catch the virus, we got a treatment plan for you that can allow you to be able to survive this thing that has killed 269,000 people. Okay, see, that's something that needs to be, talked about. They should be talking about that, just as much as they're trying to push this vaccine.
right.
And
And have you ever thought about, okay, the virus is spread by droplets and through touch. That it can set on our surface for so long, and then you can pick it up. Well, how come? I wonder how come when they make the vaccine, it can't be spread the same way.
this thing has to be stored at ungodly temperatures in order to be effective, so they say. So, they don't have a disbursement method for something that cold other than
Oh,
injecting indirectly into your body. So,
okay.
the virus itself is supposed to not be able to live outside on surfaces. That's why you're able to come along and wash your hands and spray disinfectant and wipe things down to kill the possibility of the germ, getting to
Lingering,
you. Yes,
but it's still on the surface until you wipe it down.
that's what
So
they
until you
say.
wash your hand, it's
Yeah,
on your hand.
yeah, that's
So
true.
when you touch something, then if you haven't washed your hand, it's being transported to whatever you touched.
That's true.
So
That's,
I'm saying, I'm wondering why they can't make a vaccine that is spread the same way, transported the
you
same
need to
way.
probably go down to the CDC and get a job. Right quick, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Chris Bass, my brother in broadcasting. He's
All
watching us.
right.
He said good afternoon to
Good
myself and to
afternoon.
you.
All
I
right.
got my brother Donald Green all the way out in Phoenix, Arizona. He's watching us, and he's shouting us out today. Miss Katie Lowe, another female broadcaster.
Okay.
She's listening, watching us today. I just wanted to shout them out. I see them popping up. If I see you pop up, I'm gonna call your name. You
All
know.
right.
So and we are broadcasting live on Facebook Live and on YouTube. So we're on two networks at the current time, and
Excellent.
still trying to build this thing up and make it do what it do.
All right.
Make people aware of what we do over here on the Ask Dr. Ron Facebook Live show. I also want to talk to you all about ccnewsmedia.org. Okay, you all see it scrolling across the screen there. That's Miss Wanda Carter's network,
Thank you.
where she does news. And from what I understand, we just scooped today that she's going to be going 7 days a week. Okay,
Yeah,
you
it's gonna
know,
be a bit, but we're gonna be doing it. So we'll start
so
up maybe on a new day, maybe every other week until we do all seven. Because I'm going to be very careful about the hosts that I select because they have to be able to carry the topic that they're going to be talking about, invite their guests, formulate their audiences. We want to push a message, whatever the message is for that show. We want to make sure that the audience that needs to get that message is in tune with that.
you just gonna put some folks to work. That's what you talking about doing.
Hey, absolutely. Well, it's
Yeah,
time. It's time for us to start working together so we can start getting information out there.
that's true. That's true. And I like the idea because we are cross networking. You
Yes.
know, I have a tendency to show up on Miss Wanda's shows from time to
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I'm committed to at least once a month being on
Yes.
one of her shows because I get calls from all over the place doing
Yes.
different things. And we've developed a show from the election results that we were doing on Street News Now, which is another
Okay.
network out of Vegas with the legend. I call him the legend, Mr. Lee Michaels, and my other brothers in broadcasting, Mr. Chris Bass and Professor Reggie Miles. We come together every Thursday night
Okay.
at 8 o'clock Central Time, and we broadcast that show, and that's hosted out of Vegas.
Oh
But
wow. Okay.
and we were doing the election coverage. It started that Tuesday and went all the way up until they announced the winner. Every night we were coming on talking about it, which you all can find all of these broadcasts on my YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
If you go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe, please do that when you get there. And then also, you can, see the shows. The first night we got 6+ hours worth of broadcast, and
Wow.
on election night. So we was out there
Okay.
with the CNNs and the
All right.
MSNBCs and Fox News. We was covering them all to
All
make sure
right.
that we have our version of coverage for the election, and that's
All right.
important. Like you're saying, that we have to have our version of the
Yes, we
news.
do. We
You
do. We
know,
have to tell our stories. That we have to tell the stories that happen to us from our perspective because we're the only ones that really can.
yeah. Now I just got a correction, and I have to correct myself. My brother in broadcasting, Mr. Chris Bass, aka Boom Shakalaka.
Shakalaka. Ah! Boom
I
shakalaka.
have to get that correction. I am. Thank you, sir, for correcting me. Okay, I want to make sure I get it right. Okay,
All right. All
boom
right.
shakalaka.
Boom
Okay, so you
shakalaka. Go
can't say
ahead.
ain't nobody listening because he showed just corrected me. Okay,
All right.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
So and Miss Wanda shows are all uh pre-recorded,
Yes.
and then they're displayed on YouTube. And are
Yes.
you putting on Facebook as well?
I put them on YouTube. No, I haven't, but I may start doing that. Yes, sometimes I put them on Facebook, and I definitely put them up on ccnewsmedia.org.
That's the website.
Yes.
So you have to go to the website, and you can collect all of her, reporters reporting in with different. And you also, let me just say this: you also have written journalists as well.
Yes.
Still,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And I'll
yeah.
be working soon with the High Park Writers Group, Miss Jerry Hudson. She has about 20, 30 writers, and they're going to be writing articles about their experiences in life. And so we're going to have a whole lot of scripted information coming from a variety of writers and with a variety of focuses. And I'm just excited, looking forward to working with the group because that's just going to make things just blow up even more.
That's good. That's good. Because I would be one of the people that would say, "Well, do people read any more newspapers?" Because I know
Well,
at one time that was the only avenue that we had was the
yeah,
community newspapers in order to be able
yeah,
to get information.
yeah.
But with the invention of social media being full blown the way it is in so many different ways, and of course, number 45 put Twitter on the map. He's on there every day saying something stupid, you know. So, social media has now been like and to the forefront of where people are getting information and news from.
Yeah.
So would you say that articles and written media is still, you know, um, in the game? I guess is the
Oh
best
yeah.
way to put
I
it.
I would say yes because people now that articles are digital, everything is digital. People, you would be surprised how people from around the world send information. I had set the website up initially where people could submit information through our blog and sign up to be members of the blog. I had over 1,000 memberships and didn't even know that these people were submitting stuff from around the country, not just in the U.S., from wherever they were at. They were submitting stuff, and I had to change that because I couldn't respond to all those people. So I had to change it where you can make a statement, but or you can email a statement or send a text, but I can't respond to all that. It's just too much. It's my operation is not big enough. Once we grow a little more, then we'll be able to do a little more. But
Okay, now
it was really phenomenal that people were sending all kind of information from wherever they were. Yes,
that's a beautiful thing. That's
yes.
a beautiful thing. So, Miss Wanda, we getting close to our hour. We got about 5 minutes left on the show.
Okay.
So ccnewsmedia.org. You can go over there and tell them what they can do when they get over there.
Well, you can go over there. We have a program that really encapsulates all of the services that we provide. It's called TRIPS, and the acronym stands for television, radio, internet, publishing, and social media. And that was a project or an acronym that my husband started before his demise about 10 years ago. And I just picked it up and have expounded on it and are utilizing it it's going to be a training program for youth and others that are interested in learning those skills. And eventually, I'd like to work towards establishing a annual scholarship program for those five categories. Students that are interested in television production, radio production, which is now podcasts, if you want to do it on the internet website development, because I developed my website from templates. And I select the template and then I just put the information in there, and that's really basically today what a lot of people are doing. And then publishing. I was publishing a weekly newspaper, and then it went bi-weekly, and now it's online, and it's a daily paper because I can update it every day with new content. So the internet has leveled the playing field and made it possible for you to communicate with people around the country, around the world, and they can communicate with you. So that's the validity of trips. And with social media and all of the formats that they have available now, you get people from all walks of life sharing all kind of information. So that is what Chicago Communicated News Media does. We link people around the world through trips.
All right, now that's a
All right.
beautiful thing. And all of your information, your contact information is on the website.
Yes.
That you see right on the screen, ccnewsmedia.org.
Yes.
You can reach out to Miss Wanda, and you may want to have an opportunity to be interviewed by Miss Wanda.
Oh, would love to do that.
Yes, and I know you neglected to say anything about if a person wants to advertise. You want to tell them
Oh,
about
yes. If
that?
they'd like to advertise, just call the number on the screen and we'll set up an appointment and we'll talk about what your needs are and what services we can provide to assist you.
Yeah, ain't no number on the screen, so you might want to give them a number.
Oh, call call 773-669-8736.
Okay.
That's 773-669-8736.
All right. So now you got her information. You can get on her nerves. You can call her up and bug her. Say, Miss Wanda, I want to advertise bubblegum on your network, and then
There you go, and you can do it.
she'll figure out a way to make that bubblegum show up on her network.
That'll work. Thank you, Dr. Ford. You have a great day. Thank you,
Yes.
listeners and viewers, and I really appreciate the time that we've spent together this evening.
Yes. Now you want to leave something with them before you go?
Yes, I'd like to say that we link people around the world, and I would enjoy and hope to hear from anyone that has an interest in working with the Chicago Communicator News Media Service. Thank you, Dr. Ford.
No problem. And we do this every other month for those that don't know. Just like I am a correspondent on her network, she is a correspondent on my show, and we always come together and make sure that at least 6 times a year that we are promoting one another and we are letting everybody know what we doing, what we got going on.
There you go.
Yes, see, they always say folks don't know how to get along. Well, we know how to get along.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
we do. We know how to get
Yes,
along. And,
we all.
and we're going to keep on getting along so we can keep on sharing the information.
There you go. Yes. So I'm going to invite everybody once again to go over to ask-dr-ron.com. You will find a link on my website for the Chicago News media.
Chicago Communicator News Media.
Exactly. I'm stumbling. Chicago Communicator News Media. That's a mouthful. You will find a link that will take you directly to her website. And as you browse through the site, you will even find a channel with my name on it. Ask Dr.
There you
Ron.
go.
And
Yes,
and
yes,
you'll be
yes.
able to see all of the videos that I have done this year and shared with her. And I think I owe you a couple of them. I have to think
Yes,
about
you
the
do. Yes, you
yeah.
do.
And we want you to go over there and like and share everything you see on my website. Go to my YouTube channel, become a subscriber, like and share the information. Everything that we do, please share it with somebody.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
appreciate our listeners coming and loyally following us and being a part of what we're doing. Fill out a contact card so we can keep you up to date with what's going on. If you would like to be a vendor on my website, reach out to me. We would love to sit down and talk to you about becoming a sponsor and a vendor to the show. If you would like to be a guest, reach out to me, and I
There
would
you
love
go.
to have you as a guest on the show. Everybody always has something to talk about, and we want to make sure that we give you an opportunity to get your message out there. And if you're interested in learning about cash crowdfund, please reach out to me. I was talking to someone the other day, and they were telling me about so many horror stories that they've had with dealing with different crowdfund experiences. Well, I ain't had no horror stories. Everything worked out fine. I got blessed and people got blessed, that I was involved with. So if you're interested in finding out on how the blessings flow, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to share this information with you so that you too can get blessed and we can keep the blessings flowing.
All right.
Yes. All right. Well, look, we're gonna get out of here. It's after 6 o'clock, and I know Miss Wanda got to go out and do something. She always got something to do. We appreciate Miss Wanda filling in.
Thank you, sir.
Dropping by to hang out with us. You all stay tuned. We're gonna be doing more and more things together, and I appreciate all those that have stuck around and watched the show. We will see you all again real soon. Don't forget
All
to
right.
check us out on Thursday. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.